Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. It started out as just putting up Christmas tree lights every year, but then it grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it's one of the best Christmas lights displays in New Jersey, and it's free. Thanks to the talents of holiday lights artist Andrew Valdes from Freehold, New Jersey. Hey, Andrew, thanks so much for doing that. Before we even get started, where do you get a jacket like that?
I had to do a little bit of digging on the internet, but I found it a couple of years back, and it's been one of my favorite outfits ever since.
Well, it's fitting. I mean, it's completely fitting, and so is everything behind you. It seems like you are absolutely doing what you love.
Yeah, absolutely. Both at work and at home. It's Christmas lights just about 24/7 for me.
So before we get into what you do now, how did you get started in this? When you were a kid?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was very young, one time I got home from a shopping outing with my mom. My dad had been tasked with putting up the lights that year, and it was like one strand of lights thrown in a bush kind of haphazardly. I was pretty embarrassed by it. My mom was like, okay, no, we'll put up some more. So we started doing it together, putting up a little bit more every year. And then eventually she was like, all right, you're getting a little bit too crazy for me. So I just took it and kept running with it.
But then you made a career out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've always been passionate about theme parks ever since I was young. The Disney parks kind of sparked my interest. And once I realized I could work in that field, it kind of became the only thing I ever wanted to do. So for the past few years, I've been working at Sesame Place in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, in the event theming department, where we do all the theming for Halloween and Christmas. So I get to do Christmas lights at home, at work, and more recently, I also started up at Six Flags in Jackson, New Jersey, working on their special holiday events as well.
Wow. So people can go to Six Flags right now and see your work.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the Holiday in the Park event runs until January 1st at Six Flags. And the drive-through event for the same runs until about January 15th. And it's amazing. The whole park is done up. It's a crazy amount of people to pull it all off. But one of my main focuses there was doing work on this 55-foot tall tree in the center of the park that's completely pixel mapped with lights playing different videos and songs, and it's a whole beautiful event that's been put on.
All right, so that's what you do for a living, which means that there's no competition on your block then for who has.
Yeah, for a while there are people who tried to keep up a little bit, I'd say, but everyone is very supportive of it in the neighborhood, and I'm always having the neighbors walk up and they're like, "Oh man, this is amazing! Hey, like, you want to do our house one year?" And I'm like, man, if I could find the time, I'd love to, but it takes me every hour of every day to finish what I do in my own home.
Have you ever estimated the amount of money into the decorations on your house?
I try to avoid thinking of those numbers. I mean, it definitely adds up. Every year it's a little bit more. I try to spread it out. So every year I'm like, oh yeah, what's another couple hundred this year, a couple hundred that year. But yeah, it's definitely been quite the investment, but it's well worth it.
Andrew, do you charge people to come and see your house?
Oh, no, it's completely free of charge. Always has been and always will be. The look on the face of all the children and adults alike make it well worth it. I have considered getting a Toys for Tots bin at some point. I haven't just yet, but people have often asked if they could contribute in some way or donate. And I mean, like I said, it's the joy I bring to people is more than enough for me, and I'd like to be able to contribute to the community in some way moving forward.
Can people come and see your house?
Yeah, absolutely. I live in Freehold, New Jersey. My address is 7 St. John's Drive, zip code 07728. I have a few pages on social media as well. On Instagram, we are Valdes Family Christmas Lights, and the same on Facebook as well. So we're always posting our hours, and if weather were to cut our display short, which hasn't happened yet this year, we'd post about that. But yeah, we're very open to the public. We run every single night of the week from 5:30 to 11 p.m. And I actually have a radio station. It's 107.7. So you can pull up, have the heat on in your car, and you can listen to the whole show without even opening your windows.
Oh, so it is all choreographed to music, right?
Absolutely, yes. I have several songs playing and a little intro video, and it's all completely choreographed and synchronized with music.
And as a matter of fact, and we want to set this up, we sent you the Jersey Matters theme song, and you were kind enough to choreograph it. And so as we end this interview, we're going to end this segment with your house choreographed to the Jersey Matters theme song. Theme song. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that people come to see your house. And thank you you have joy over your left shoulder. Thank you for bringing a little bit of joy this Christmas.